Hi there YouTube, and welcome to my Metalfoes Zing deck profile. I do apologise, I am currently going to be showing Proxies in this video due to the cards missing being in the post, as I've only just recently ordered them. I do also apologise for any camera shake and glare. So we'll jump straight into it. So for the Metalfoes engine, we have one Volflame, one Gold Driver, 3 stealing and 3 silvered. So it's an even number of high and low scales, and this combination works really well for the deck. For the Zings, we have 3 Jiao, 3 Chiwen, 3 Sawani for the main staples of the Zing. Then we also have 3 Bian, 2 Bixie and 1 Paolu to finish off the normal effect monsters and slash tuners for the Zings. One of the things that I like with the Zings is all the non-tuners have the effect of being able to synchro summon at any point during either player's turn, and which is really handy. Sawani gives them an extra 500 attack. Bian is it makes them indestructible by battle. Bixie immune by traps. Paolu immune by spells. Then for the last of the monsters in the deck is 1 Zafraxi and 3 Zafrino. So as I said, I do apologise for running the proxies, but they are in the post to me. These work really well for your big opening combo boards, which I'll be doing a separate video on the combos for it, which will be good. Onto the spells, we have 2 Zing Path, 1 Metalfoes Fusion, 2 Painful Decisions and a Soul Charge. This is really good if you open this up and are going first in a duel. You can set up some really huge boards to hopefully stop your opponent. Painful Decision just helps you search out how to get a Metalfoes to hand, which is why there's the 3 silvered and 3 stealing in it. Metalfoes Fusions, I do run 1 fusion monster in the extra deck, but it's also there for backseer target. So you can pop it and then shuffle it back in to draw a card. And Zing Path just to shuffle 3 of the Zing monsters back from grave and draw 2. Onto the traps, we only run 6, which are 2 Metalfoes combinations for the Metalfoes pendulum effect targets. 3 9 pillars of the Zing, which is really good, because it then destroys another Zing card you control, and if you're destroying one of your monsters, you can then get its destruction effect off. And last but not least is 1 Solemn Warning. I had looked at running strikes in the deck, but space was just too tight, and usually I've got enough cards on board to cope with and deal with what my opponent tries to throw at me. So that's it for the main deck, which is a straight up 41 or 42. Just quickly have a quick look. It is a straight up 40, which is really good. Just quickly sorting out the extra deck for you. So for the extra deck, we have 1 Herald of the Arclight, which you can go into with either Jiao and Bixie, or the best way to go into it is Chiwen and Bian, because then you can put it in defense mode and it's indestructible by battle, which is really good. 2 of the new ultras, which is Denglong, first of the Zing. This adds, when it's summoned, adds any Zing card from deck to hand, and when it leaves the field, you can special summon 1 Zing monster from the deck. 1 clear wing, just to help combos. 3 Baxia, because you can just make this really easy in this. 1 Ignister, because you're running pendulums, which is just really funny because they don't expect you to go into it. 1 Crystal Wing, 1 Void Ogre Dragon. So as I said earlier, apologies for the proxies, but they're in the post. 1 Bills, 1 Trishula, because it's just really funny being able to go into that on your opponent's turn and really disrupt their plays. 1 Xiaofang, Phantom of the Yangzing, really good. If a monster on your opponent's side of the field is destroyed by battle or card effects, you can special summon 1 worm type with the same attribute. And if it also has the effect that it stops your opponent activating any card effects of any monsters that have the same attributes as the non-tuner Yangzing monsters that would use to get it out. 1 Ultimire Zolkin, because it's actually quite easy to get out in this deck with Zifrixie, Treasure of the Yangzing. And last but not least is 1 Metalfoes Crimsonite. The reason I chose Crimsonite over any of the others is due to not running that many of the Metalfoe cards, and it's also a nice 3000 beat stick. And when you can ditch 2 of your Yangzings from hand and use Path to add them back to the deck, so it's really handy. So that's it for the deck for you. Let us know what you think down in the comment section below, and also please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.